Hey y'all, welcome back to a special edition of Hopped Up Beer Review. It is the 2023 Brewers Advent Calendar, and on this episode, we are trying Zwönitzer Steinbier from the Brauerei Zwönitz out of Zwönitz, Deutschland. Thanks for joining us. Zwönitz.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. We are slap dab in the middle of the 2023 Brewers Advent Calendar, and we are reviewing another beer out of that box today. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. What are we drinking, gentlemen?
Zwönitzer Steinbier. It is a Steinbier from Brauerei Zwönitz out of Zwönitz, Germany. Zwönitz.
You seem to like that word now.
Say it a lot.
You have been. All right. If you are joining us in the middle of our 2023 Brewers Advent Calendar, we are doing things a little bit different this year. Instead of going day by day, we are reviewing all the beers and going to be releasing them prior to December 1st or on December 1st, so that if you find any of these beers in your box that we've reviewed, you can hopefully enjoy our videos and enjoy your beer as you are watching our reviews. That is the plan. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Nice malty appeal to that.
Quite malty.
Interesting. Well, this didn't say, or I didn't write down. It's 5.6%. Pardon me. Steinbier. Y'all, what do y'all know about Steinbiers, as we would call it? It's a historical type of beer.
Do they belong in a stein?
Could. I mean, I don't think it'll ruin it if you don't drink it in a stein. They
Stone
are.
beer?
You're onto something.
Hmm.
So they're traditionally mashed in wooden tubs instead of steel kettles, and they're brought to temperature by putting heated stones in those tubs.
Wow.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at me.
And the stones give it that caramel and roasted flavors. Hence.
Okay. Wow.
What kind of stones?
Damn you, damn you.
I mean, around here we have limestone everywhere. Is this river rock? Is it obsidian?
That German geological studies might take me there.
That's on the geological channel that you and Jay have. So yeah, I see why he's asking.
Well, that is it for the beer, because the site was not given a lot of information. It's a small brewery, this Brauerei Zwönitz out of Zwönitz, Germany. It's a brew pub, actually. And it was the original brewery opened in 1875 under the name of Felsenkeller Brauerei, and it closed in 1922. So after 75 years, opened in 1997 at the end there. There's a little inn in the town, so that's about it. I'm digging the beer.
So we were talking a little before we got started here, and while this particular beer did not come in the Brewers 2022 Advent Calendar that we reviewed, I had gone and bought another one later on in the season, and it was actually in the other box that I had. So based on what you've just said there, Andy, it makes me wonder, did they spend the whole year, if it's such a micro brewery at a brew pub, are they spending the whole year brewing all the beer that goes into these boxes? Seeing that they're throughout the US, in various Costco's. So it's probably a big moneymaker for them, I would think.
Based on what we paid for the boxes, I wouldn't bet on that.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway. Everybody knows I'm not the math guy, so just just here. All right. Well, let's jump in there and get this
Just
one
my
rated.
thoughts.
So we all have had it.
All have had it, yep. So Andy, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I like it. It's malty, but not too sweet. Not like a syrupy coat your mouth sweet. I can get a little bit of that roast out of it too. This is a nice warm beer, especially now that the temperatures have dropped. We got a nice little cold front that came through, so we're gonna dip down into the 20s. So this is a good wintry, late fall, early winter beer, and I find favor with it. 7.5. It's really good.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Andy. It's good. It's more, Andy probably has it on the higher end. I've got it, it's above the middle of the road, but it's not quite to that point where he is. I appreciate the description and understanding stone beer, the stones. That's pretty cool. It creates a lot of questions in my mind. It's a cool process though. Like you said, it's heavy on the malt. It's one of the, to me, it's not as flavorful as some of the others I think we've had, but never had a Stein beer that I can recall outside of the one I had last year. So I'm going to go with the 7. All
right. Yeah, I think the first sip that I took, felt like, hey, I'm getting a lot of the malts come out in that first sip or two. And that's calmed down, a fair amount, as, beer will usually do. But I think, it was a flavor that, I would associate with malt because it's a dark beer, but it's not, if I'm doing like a blind taste test, I don't know that I'm going to think immediately. Yeah, it's just a little bit different than I guess what I expect from a malt. And I think that's maybe where that stone process comes in. I mean, it's close, but not exactly, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. I really like it though. This is, you're sitting by a fire. This is a great beer to have in your hand as well. As Andy said, we've got some cooler temperatures, so I'm glad I got another one of these in another box as well, and I'm going to enjoy it on a cold night for sure. This one's an 8 for me. I really like the flavors. I like everything about it. It's tasty.
Was both of y'all's highly carbonated like mine? Mine had heavy carbonation, lots of bubbles.
No, still got some to pour out. It's
tame.
Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of a little bit of a Bock almost. It's very similar. Good.
Yeah, I can see that. That is going to give us a 7.5 for the Steinbier.
Zwönitzer Steinbier.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you there.
Zwönitzer Steinbier.
Yeah. I thought I was going to have to get the dinger out on you for how many times you said
Zwönitz?
Yeah. Because you seem to like that word.
It's from the Brauerei Zwönitz out of Zwönitz, Deutschland.
Get it all out because you're not going to say it again until next year, potentially. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell if you like that word as much as Andy does. Also, check us out on all the social media links down below in the description. Come say hey at our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server, where we definitely will be talking about the Brewers Advent Calendar 2023. Yeah, check us out if you have any interest in Hopped Up Beer Review merch. We have a link for that down below as well. Check out our other 2023 Advent Calendar videos also. They should all be out there. And with that, that is all we have. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. For Jay and Ben, I'm Andy in the attic.
See, you can do this
Cheers.
stuff. I knew I was missing something.